Hey guys, Dan here. And so today we got a little bit of a dilemma with the 2006 Jeep Wrangler TJ edition, but this is going to hold true for many model years, okay? We have a heater core leak, and that's evident because I'm losing radiator water, all right? Or, coolant, whatever. I'm losing radiator water. I get the overheating sometimes, and it's like, what the hell? What is going on? I smell antifreeze. I smell hot antifreeze in my Jeep when I'm driving, and there will be a little bit of pooling going on right down there. And so that's a telltale sign, because right behind here is the heater core. And to get to the heater core, you got to take the entire dash apart. So what I'm going to do in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to temporarily not bypass your heater core, because it might be winter and you might just need to buy yourselves a couple of weeks. I'm going to show you guys how to temporarily disable the water from going into the heater core with a ball valve, okay? And we're going to go ahead and do it. This is a 3/4 inch ball valve. I'm going to show you guys what to do, how to do it, and how you can open and close the valve if you're going to need your heater and just have to deal with the leak. But if you don't need your heater, then you don't have to deal with it leaking all the time and getting stranded with an overheated engine. All right, so the name of the game is, let's buy ourselves a little bit of time until we can get our Jeep into the shop or do the work ourselves. And it's not an easy task. You got to take the whole damn dash away from the damn firewall and get to that heater core. So today's video, how to bypass your heater core without bypassing your heater core. Okay, so here's what's going to happen, right? You got this ball valve type deal with the handle, okay? You want to make sure you mount this in a way that you can turn the handle 90 degrees without it hitting your engine block or anything like that, okay? You see it's got the barbs. It's 3/4 inch. It's got the barbs on each side, okay? So you're going to take that with a couple of hose clamps, one for each side for each barb, right? Okay, this is a quick video, guys. This isn't rocket science. This top line right here is your feed into the heater core, okay? That's going into the firewall right here, all right? The dash and everything's back there. Your heater core is right here. You have an inline, and right below it, you have an outline. So the inline is where you want to put this, right in line, okay? That's going to shut the hot water off, the radiator water off, from going into the heater core, all right? Now, let's say you got like a really cold morning, you could just open your hood and open this valve back up. Once you open this valve back up, you're also putting that leak back into your heater core, and you're going to, possibly get some radiator fluid into your interior. So you need to be very careful with that. Put some towels down if you need to. This is just an emergency get by until you either get the money to go to a shop or get the part and have the time, and I mean an entire day, to go ahead and take your dash completely out, replace your heater core, put your dash completely together, and make sure you didn't break anything. So this is just a temporary bypass. Now, the advantage of this and my video is you can open and close this at will. So if you need heat, cold mornings or something like that, but not too cold in the afternoon, you can open this up to get to work, shut it, go inside, and you don't have hot radiator fluid draining into your car. You can manage the leak, all right? That'll buy you some time. That's the purpose of this video, okay? This is not a fix. This is a temporary Band-Aid. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this line right about here, okay? And I'm just gonna turn around and put that valve right in place here, hose clamp it down, and then I'll be back. All right, that's it, guys. You can see here it is right here. I just got it in line right here, and I can easily open and close it. So that's open, so the hot water will go in, give me hot air for the mornings to defrost the windows or whatever, and then I can shut it and just leave it shut until I need it again, and I can control the leak. All right, so that's it, guys. It's a temporary fix, so I hope that helps you guys out. It'll work on most vehicles, not just a Jeep, but most vehicles. That's how it works. The radiator water goes in, and the heater core is inside there, and then the fan blower is inside there. That's where your in-cabin filter is and all that. And, well, usually, and the hot air passes by the heater core that's heated up by your radiator water. So you got a line in and a line out, and it circulates. And so if you're finding water on your floorboards, you're smelling it in your car, and it's evident by losing radiator fluid, maybe not too much, because then it would be really evident if you're losing it really fast, and you'd see a puddle like big time. But you might have a damp carpet, you smell that radiator fluid, chances are you got a heater core leak, and this is the easiest way to just do a quick temporary repair. All right. So I hope that helps you guys out, keeps you riding for a little while until you can get your funds together, get to a shop, or do the repair yourself. Anyways, that's it. I'm Dan, and I'll see you guys on the next one.